channel. So today's video, I actually just finished filming another video where I got ready and did my makeup with you all. So if you haven't seen that already, go check that out when you're done with this one. That would be yesterday's video. But today's video is a video inspired by Teen Vogue. It's called First, and basically they do it with a lot of celebrities, and they basically just talk about their first whatever. So I thought it would be fun to do that. I took a lot of questions from the Teen Vogue videos that they've done before, and I also have a few that I kind of inserted myself. I thought it'd be fun to kind of play celebrity and kind of have you guys get to know me a little bit more. Yeah, it's been like almost 4 years on my YouTube channel, and I thought it'd be fun to do something a little bit different and something where you guys could get to know me a little bit better. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get started. The first concert I ever went to, I know I went to some when I was really little. I think at like 3 years old I went to see Celine Dion with my family. But I think the first concert I went to, like for me, that I wanted to go to, that was like something I asked for, was the Cheetah Girls. I think this was in about like 2006 or 7. Raven-Symoné was not with them, but I did get to see her later. And I remember going with my best friend at the time, and it was really fun. I don't have like too many vivid memories of it just because it was a long time ago, but I do know obviously I had a lot of fun. And I remember at the time really liking the Cheetah Girls. Now it's like, I hate to say it didn't stand the test of time because I honestly just haven't seen it in so long. Like, I will constantly rewatch like High School Musical or Camp Rock, but I haven't seen Cheetah Girls in so long, so I should probably do that. But yeah, that was my first concert ever. And then, later on I got to see Raven, because I think I was pretty disappointed that Raven-Symoné was not with them. But it was okay. It worked out. I got to see her later. But yeah, that was my first concert experience. After that, I saw also around the same time Raven, Selena Gomez, and then my most recent concert was the Jonas Brothers, who I love and who I wanted to see back then. I wish that had been my first concert, but I just never got to because they never had concerts near me. I wish I had a better answer for this, but the first thing I do every day is honestly just check my phone. I don't even get out of bed. Obviously the first thing I do when I get out of bed is go brush my teeth and whatever, but before I even get out of bed, I check my phone. If I have messages, I reply to those, and then I have a very precise system of how I check everything. So it takes 10 to 15 minutes. I basically go through my Gmail, which is my more important emails, then my school email, just in case I have anything for school. Then I go through my personal, my Yahoo email, which I've had forever, so a lot of it is just junk and just stores and stuff like that sending me stuff, but I still check it. After that, I get on Facebook really quick. Doesn't take too long. Normally there's not that many people on Facebook my age, so I just see what my family's up to or if there's anything interesting. After that, I switch over to Instagram, really quickly scroll through Instagram. There's a lot more people my age on Instagram, so I scroll through it quickly, and that's about it. The one thing I don't let myself check is TikTok, because I know if I check TikTok, it's done. It's over for me. I will be there for the rest of my life. So yeah, I just check those few things, and mainly just to see if there's anything important that's happened or what's going on in the world. And it sounds like it takes a long time, but it really takes honestly between 5 and 15 minutes. So not too bad a deal. First celebrity crush. I can't really think. I have no idea. I wanted to say at first Zac Efron in High School Musical, but honestly I don't really remember being oh my gosh, Zac Efron. I just remember being oh, I love High School Musical. But you know who? Probably the Jonas Brothers. Probably all three of them, really, truly. Now I'm a Joe girl. I used to be a little bit more of a Nick girl, but probably the Jonas Brothers. I'm still obsessed with them. Still my celebrity crush, Joe Jonas. But yeah, definitely the Jonas Brothers and Camp Rock and Jonas LA. I think that's probably I don't have a lot of celebrity crushes because I don't know, sometimes celebrities just seem like characters to me, if that makes any sense. They don't feel like real people, which is really weird. And not that they have to be real people for me to for them to be my celebrity crush, but I don't know, the Jonas Brothers, for sure, the Jonas Brothers. First vacation, I was like 2 or 3 years old, and I went to Las Vegas. And I still remember my family telling me the story of how like they literally had me in a stroller. And nowadays it's a little bit more like family friendly, but back then it wasn't as family friendly, and people were like looking at them and like judging them. But we had fun, and they took me like to the M&M store, and you know, we did fun stuff. So that was my first vacation. I also know that I literally spent the whole vacation asking everyone on the plane if they knew the Muffin Man, because I had just seen Shrek. So that definitely was probably an experience for everyone. And I've been like to Las Vegas so many times since then. So it's very fitting that was like my first like vacation spot. This is like a double answer. So my first YouTube video that I uploaded was the Bestie Picks My Outfit challenge with my best friend Ana Marcela, who has now been on the channel so many times. But there's actually videos I never uploaded that I had wanted a YouTube channel for so long. I just love the idea of making videos and getting to do stuff that I thought was fun and uploading them and maybe people seeing them. So I had filmed stuff like makeup tutorials and makeup reviews, and I think maybe even a vlog that I never uploaded. And finally, it was my birthday in 2018. This is the 4-year anniversary of my channel, so yeah, 2018. And I just finally was like, I need to upload a video. So I took my best friend Ana Marcela, and we went to the mall, and she picked an outfit for me, and that was my first video. And it's still a video I think has stood the test of time. I think it's a good video. So that was my first like technically YouTube video, because it's the first one I uploaded. But there was other videos that were never before seen, and I don't know if anyone will ever get to see them. I don't even know where I would begin to find those. I've had like 2 different laptops since then, and I still have the other older ones, but I haven't looked through them. But if I find that footage, maybe I'll upload it one day. First cell phone. My first cell phone was I don't even know what it was. It was from Sprint. It was a flip phone, because that's what the phones were back then. And it was pink. And that's all I really remember. I don't know what the model was or what. That was, I don't even know what year. I wish I could tell you. I had after that also, I think the only other phone I had prior to an iPhone was a BlackBerry. It was purple. I was obsessed with it. Everybody I knew had BlackBerry Messenger, and so I thought it was like the coolest phone ever. And I remember at the time when iPhones started to become popular, my parents were like, do you want an iPhone? We'll get you an iPhone, or we'll get you a new BlackBerry. And I believe it was for my birthday that they were saying. And I at first was like, no, I don't want to get a BlackBerry. I mean, I don't want to get an iPhone. I'm obsessed with my BlackBerry. It's purple, which is my favorite color, and everyone had BlackBerry Messenger. And then they finally were like, are you sure? Because I'm hearing iPhones are going to be popular, which, spoiler alert, obviously they are. So I got one, and now I don't think I'd ever use anything but iPhone. But yeah, my very, very first phone was the pink Sprint flip phone, but my favorite phone ever was that purple BlackBerry. My first username, I remember literally, I used it for so long. Even I still use it sometimes. But even on, I remember where I started this username was on Barbie. They had like a website where you could go and like play games and whatever online, and you can make an account. And so my first ever username, and I think my mom helped me create this, was Ken, as in like Kennedy, 628, which is my birthday, June 6th. 2828. So that was like my first ever username, and I use that a lot. I still use it sometimes. I don't even remember on what, but I used recently that username, and I added Ana Marcela, my best friend, and she was like, who the heck is Ken628? And she didn't realize it was me. But yeah, that is my first username. It's not that embarrassing, luckily. I know people have really embarrassing first usernames. Mine's pretty chill, but I definitely don't think I will use that anymore. My first like big YouTube video, I have a few that have over 1,000 views. I have like, I think 3 or 4 that have over 1,000 views. I have a lot that have over 100 views, which for me, being a small YouTuber, like over 100 views is a lot for me. I don't know, maybe some people don't think so, but I am like, if I can reach anybody, I will keep making videos, because maybe I'll put a smile on somebody's face. But the first video that ever really went big, and I didn't expect it, there was videos I worked much harder on, which is so weird, it's just how the YouTube algorithm works sometimes, was a video reviewing the Hunger Games 10th anniversary box set. I literally can see it from here. I have it on display in my room. And I just did it because I am the biggest Hunger Games fan ever, which is something I'm not even going to get into right now. But I made that video just thinking it was more, there's videos that I think like you guys will like, and then there's videos I do just because I'll like them, and all my videos I like, but some of them I'm like, well, other people might not like this as much, and I really didn't think that video would hit, and it actually surprised me, and it became a big hit, and it's got, should we look it up real quick? Let's see how many views it has. But anyway, I was really surprised that that was my most viewed video. It's got 4,700 views, which is a lot, and I've got 4 videos with over 1,000, and then 2 others that are very close to the 1,000. So yeah, that was my first big video, and I was really happy actually. At first I was like, what the heck, why is this video blowing up? But honestly, I'm really happy that it was that video, because I'm such a huge Hunger Games fan, and I think if any video was gonna blow up, it definitely should be a Hunger Games video. I don't actually remember the first movie I ever saw at the movie theater. I think I went to the movie theater since I was like so young. I have always, I mean, I have literally a podcast. If you want to check it out, Simply Kennedy Podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast. But anyway, I have a podcast where I talk about like movies and TV shows and music and all sorts of pop culture stuff. And I've always been so like obsessed with, I think, movies and TV, and then obviously like books and music too. But movies and TV have always been something I love. And so I've been going to the theater since I was really young, and I don't know exactly what my first movie I ever saw was, but for some reason in my head I know the first 3D movie I ever saw, and that was Sharkboy and Lava Girl, whatever year it came out. I'm thinking it's like 2007, so I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I remember that was the first time I ever saw a 3D movie, and the 3D like quality was not as good as it is now by far. It was those paper glasses as well, like the one lens red and one lens blue. But I thought it was the coolest thing at the time. It was fairly new at that time, and so I had like never seen a 3D movie, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I actually still love Sharkboy and Lava Girl. Like, it's not a movie I'm gonna watch like all the time, but if I had to watch it again, I would totally watch it. It's a good movie. So yeah, that was the first movie, maybe not necessarily I ever saw in the theater, but definitely the first 3D movie, and that was a lot of fun, and that was for me like the coolest, craziest thing ever at the time. And the last one is, what was my first favorite TV show? I think I've been thinking this through, and I'm not entirely sure. I think though it was Kim Possible. I just did a video for the Kim Possible 20th year anniversary, which is crazy that it's been 20 years since it was first released. I'm like about to be 23, so I've been watching it forever and ever and ever and ever. I think that was probably my first favorite show. Like, honestly, I was obsessed. There is video footage, and I said this in the other video, of me like dressed as Kim Possible, like doing the dancing to the theme song, because I love the theme song. Who doesn't, right? I think it was probably that, or actually I loved Rugrats as well, and I don't know which one came first, because I know Rugrats was released first, but I don't know which one I would watch first. But when I was really little, those were my 2 favorites, were Rugrats and Kim Possible. So yeah, it's definitely one of those. I'm not sure which in the timeline of my life, but I think I was obsessed with Kim Possible more than Rugrats, so yeah. Anyway, that's today's video. These were my firsts. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you ever want a part 2, that would be fun. You can comment any questions you would have if you want me to make a part 2 of first stuff. And yeah, that was fun. I thought it was just a cool video. Thank you, Teen Vogue, for, well, you didn't let me steal this video. I just did it on my own, but thanks for the inspiration. I am going to be taking inspiration from some other popular videos as well in the future. Again, it's just inspiration. Like, I'm not stealing ideas or anything, but I think sometimes there's really fun videos. I'm like, hey, I want to do that. I also would love to do like a finish the lyric, but the thing is, I cannot sing to save my life, and that would just be embarrassing. And I feel like if I don't sing it, it's just awkward. So I don't know if that'll ever happen. But if there's any videos also like you want me to do that aren't necessarily like original ideas, but they're inspired by other videos, comment that down below as well. Anyway, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below either questions you would want if I did a part 2 of this video, or ideas of like videos I can do inspired by other videos. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. New videos every single day in June. You're not going to want to miss them. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.